All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all, more disappointing news. Once again, we're about to have 4 fights on the card. Of course, one gets canceled. Not because somebody tests positive, but it's because of that other hardship, y'all. Once again, weight issues. Weight issues, man. Aspen Ladd versus Macy Chiasson is off due to Aspen Ladd missing weight. I just pulled this up on her IG. Actually saw the weigh-in, and, I saw how she looked at the weigh-in, whenever she stepped up to the scale. And she just looked like she was in bad shape. She was trembling and shaking. And, after that, she got off the scale. Weigh-in was done. She came in at, 137. But I just saw on her IG like a few minutes ago before I was actually going to do this video that she posted the fight is off, due to her missing weight. And I know some people were saying it was because Macy chose not to take the fight, but I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. But Aspen Ladd posted this on her IG. She said, "Fight is off again. All my fault, straight up. Started my period 2 days back and made this cut absolutely miserable. Did the best I could, hit 137. The scale situation was a mess because the last thing I wanted was to bleed in front of the media. The fight wasn't pulled. My opponent then decided she would rather not go through with it, as is her right. I'm gonna get slammed regardless, so let it begin." So yeah, my thoughts on that. Yeah, it's the fighter's choice not to take that fight because of the weight issue, but it's still that fighter's choice that missed the weight. So I already seen people trying to blame Macy, say, "Oh, Macy didn't want the fight, she's ducking her, she don't want the fight." Macy has this type of trouble before, but she's made the weight. And why would she not want to take on the number 3 fight? She accepted this fight not once but twice. So Macy Chiasson wants this fight. So in no way that when she says that that person chose not to take the fight, it shouldn't be their fault. It shouldn't be their fault because they did what they were supposed to do. And actually going into this fight, if anything, I thought Macy Chiasson would have the trouble because I'm always saying she's the bigger woman here that should be a featherweight, 5'11, long, wide frame. She's the one that should actually be struggling to make weight, but she made it. She actually made the weight cut. She got down to 136. She posted on her IG story. Aspen Ladd, on the other hand, like she said, it was her period, but I think it just comes down to, discipline and a nutritionist to try to get down to that weight or moving up to 145. Moving up to 145. That's why I'm saying they need to make this featherweight division. But I think it still comes down to, trying to keep that weight around, around that fighting weight, not the fighting weight, but the, actual weight 135, around those weeks. And it just comes down to discipline too, because I'm saying Macy Chiasson can do it. I think she can do it as well. But yeah, man, the fight is off. Yeah, like I said, I seen some people saying, "Oh man, like Macy didn't want to fight because it was her choice. She could have taken the fight." But it's kind of good that she didn't because Aspen Ladd looked bad. Aspen Ladd looked bad. Yeah, she would have taken the fight and went in there and performed. But people would have said they would have made excuses if Macy Chiasson went in there and starched her too, right? So I think Macy Chiasson's thinking is, look, I want a 100% Aspen Ladd. I want the fight to be at the weight it's supposed to be at. So I don't get any excuses when I fight her. That's my thinking. That's why I wouldn't take the fight because I'd be like, look, I don't want to go in there against somebody who couldn't make the weight, and then if they're either drained, or saying they're sick, and I go in there and starch them, I'm not going to get full credit, So it's on her. I mean, unfortunately, last time out, Macy Chiasson, she faced the injury. She made it back this time, but this time it was Aspen Ladd, weight issues. Like I said, she got up there in the clothes the first time, didn't make the weight. Got up there, with the black box, stripped down, and as she was, doing the weight, she was trembling bad, and I figured from right there, I was like, okay, she couldn't make the weight. They just gonna find her, the fight will go through, but she just made the choice not to do it. So, Macy Chiasson made the choice not to take the fight. So yeah, it's not going down once again, y'all. So we'll see from here. There's some matchups that just have the bad energy around them. I'm not saying like there's bad energy with these two fighters personally, but I'm just saying like there's always like something going on where it's just like bad timing. So from here, I don't know, man. If they can get a fight sometime next month or by December, I'd rather just see one of them fight Irene Aldana from here, for real. I'd just like to see one of them take that fight. Whoever can get it. I mean, Irene and Aspen Ladd, they're much closer in ranking. And, for Irene Aldana, she can go in there and secure that number 3 spot since GDR, pulled out with the injury. I think that would, push her closer to a title eliminator. But yeah, once again, y'all, this fight is off. Aspen Ladd versus Macy Chiasson. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. I think this is a good time to make 145 pounds solid now. Macy move up to 145. Aspen Ladd move up to 145. Join Norma Dumont, Leah Letson, Holly Holm, and Felicia Spencer. Make this weight division happen, y'all, because it's killing these girls now, right now. And I'd rather just see these girls go in there and fight it like a closer weight to what they walk around than see them go in there, looking skeletal and drained at this point. So yeah, man, fight is off, guys. Let me know in the comment section. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.